This game is so perfectly weird and creepy and freaky, but I have not been playing too much more of this. I was doing the, oh, let me play a run in between work tasks and meetings, and it's been interesting, but I am no closer to winning a run in this game. I still appreciate how this has wormed its way into everybody's heads, and it's great. But yeah, I am. So yeah, I figured we might play a run, probably not more than one. I have some new decks. We started with the red deck, which gave us +1 discard every round. The blue deck is you get an additional hand every round. The yellow deck, you start with an extra $10. The green deck, at the end of each round, you get $2 per remaining hand and $1 for remaining interest, but $1 for remaining discard, but you don't earn interest. And the black deck is you get an additional joker slot, but -1 hand every round. And the rest of these, we have to actually win a run with, which the problem with winning the runs is, oh, what? Like roguelikes, you know, this doesn't, as far as I know, this doesn't have a passive bonus that you keep when you go back. Okay, we got the greedy joker, the clever joker, the devious joker. So I've been just trying to unlock cards. This was fun. If the first hand of a round only has one card, we can add a permanent copy of that card to the deck and then bring it to our hand. That's a total Yu-Gi-Oh card right there. Like, we scored, we made a copy of the card, and we immediately pulled it into our hand. Like, okay. Alright. Create a tarot card if a poker hand contains an ace and a straight. That was hard to manage, but managed it. Right. This you get more chips if you discard cards of different suits. Why is the cat screaming? Existence. Ennui. Life. Life, mother. Life is why I scream. Let's see here. Clearance sale. There's no like get rid of all the exclamation points. Okay. Okay, so I'm still going to try simple with the red deck because I still, like, I've seen people who have made amazing plays and I am nowhere near that. I have started understanding a little more about, I guess you can say, strategy. Okay, so 300. And the boss currently is the goad, so all spade cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we can start with 2 pair strong, which is nice. And what I've been realizing is you only, for instance, you only get the cards scored that you use. However, if there's a card in your hand you don't want, you may as well add those to your hand. So, like, even if I did nothing more than just the ace high card, I could use this hand as a way to also make discards. So I'm going to get rid of this 2 and see if I can get something better. So you start with the chips and then the multiplier for the hand. And that's where jokers come into play, because jokers will help you with that. Okay, we have another 2 pair, which should get me through. It won't be as high scoring as the last one, but it will get me there. So this will be, let's see, we already have 20 chips. That'll be 30, 40, 46, 52 times 2, 104. So I'm going to need a third hand. Need a third hand. Look at me doing math on the fly. It's like I can play D&D. All right, so we get a full house out of this one. And this will win us the round. I also understand why the game offers you the chance to play it at faster speeds, because it basically makes all of that just go quickly. Okay, I don't really like this card because it's really hard to use. It creates a tarot card, which a tarot card will let you convert cards in your deck to other things or change stuff. For instance, this tarot card will let you convert 3 selected cards to spades, which I don't necessarily want because the boss at the end of this is going to make my spades cards useless. But I'll buy this joker just because, maybe. But getting an ace and a straight, like ace 2, 3, 4, 5, or ace, king, queen, jack 10 is not easy. But maybe I can sell this later. And let's go ahead and add some... I'm going to save money for the... I'm going to save money. I'll save it. Save it. Okay, 450 points. Or 450 chips, really. Okay. Now it's just messing with me. Okay, because I could use a jack and get a straight. Oh, you butts. Alright, I'm going to discard these and pray for a jack. I did not get one, but I did get a pair of queens, so we'll use that instead. Anything else? No, and I'll hold on to these. Actually, I'll play these as well to get rid of them. Maybe I can get a 4 and a 5. It's not a strong showing. Not at all. Now it really is messing with me because I could really use a 4. So let's play the pair of kings. Get rid of those. Okay, the game said no, you're just not getting this today. So, alright. We will do pair of aces, pair of 5s. I forgot to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. Yep, this is not going to happen today because I screwed up. So I think we will get rid of these and pray for an ace or a 5. Well, ace and a 5. Nope. Okay, yeah, I messed up. I'm gonna lose. So, can I still salvage anything from this? Potentially a 5 on that side. These are less likely. So, okay, well, we got a pair. Because we don't even have enough for a flush. That's rude. That's just rude. Alright, yeah. Well, going down. But that was a very fast run. Why would I want to copy this? Oh, shut up, Joker. Why would I want to copy this seed? I got my ass beat. Okay. I also like how the music winds down like something is just... Okay. Let's try one more run. Let's try the yellow deck. So we start with extra money. Oh, this is funny. We could start with extra money and then double it. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So let's take on the big blind. 450 chips. It's teasing me again with a possible straight over here. Actually, it's teasing me on both sides of the possible straight. Alright, we're gonna... Hey, Prax, good morning. Okay, well, we'll take the flush. I'm not doing the math in my head. That's what the computers are for. Okay, that's gotten us more than halfway there. And we are now looking at... oh. Okay, well, we have a full house now with queens over fives. So this should do well as well. Let's see, that's going to be 50, 60, 75, 70, 75 times 4. Okay, yeah, so we're good. Yeah, it's like when I started using spreadsheets to do like I started using spreadsheets to do homework because I would still put the formula in there, but I was like, well, if I put the formula in once, then I only have to fill these cells with numbers and it does the math for me. Why am I sitting here doing math in my head? Okay, this is an interesting card. This one's an interesting one. You can go up to $20 in debt, meaning you can spend a lot at the store. So we're going to buy that. This one, earn $2 per discard if no discards are used by the end of the round. I don't really feel like this one because there are 3 discards currently for each round, so I can get $6 if I don't use them, but I need those discards. Ooh, +1 hand size. We'll take that. And I think we'll reroll. Hey, Chestnut players. Okay. So this gives a copy of the next selected tag. We haven't discovered it, so I'm going to buy it. And then this creates a planet card if the played hand contains 2 or more 8s. So, okay. And then I could reroll again for more jokers. Let's give it a shot. This is interesting. It adds the number of times this hand has been played to the multiplier. And one of the strategies that they talk about in this game is stick to a hand. Like if you're really pushing for like 2 pair, stick to that and then find cards that benefit that strategy. So this is like the number of, so actually we can see here, we've played a full house once and a flush once. So then like essentially every time if I played another one, I would get that multiplier. So, well, honestly, yeah. So we add it to the multiplier. So sure, we'll buy this one too. And the stone card that I found on my very first run playing this game, the stone card creates a card that has 50 chips, but it has no rank or suit. Meaning, you need to pair that card with another card that scores every card on the board no matter what. I'm not going to go into debt now. Okay, so the hook. This boss blind will discard 2 random cards per hand played. So this is going to be harder to create a strategy because every time I play a hand, I have to get rid of 2 random cards. It's going to suck. Okay, let's go with my 2 pair. So yeah, it randomly discards 2 cards that were left behind in your hand. Ooh, have I played a flush this round? I have. Okay, so it'll add the flush modifier. Sorry, it'll add the flush to my multiplier. So let's go flush those cards, baby. You're done. Oh, I thought you were done. See, I don't do math. Do I have another flush? I do. Okay, so I'll get even more. Okay, so now you're done. So that Joker's really interesting because keep playing the same kind of hands and you'll just keep adding more to your multiplier for chips. Okay. I'm not going to lie, that card said Venus, but for a moment I read penis because of the font. It's got a little connector on the V. Let's see. I could use another Joker card. I have room for one more Joker. So I haven't discovered this one. I always try to uncover cards I haven't discovered. Oh, this one's... Oh, no. This directly counteracts this one. It adds a 0.2 multiplier per consecutive hand played without playing your most played poker hand. So essentially, I've been leaning hard on the flush. It's not going to give me multiplier if I play flush. So, but I'm still going to buy it because I haven't gotten anything else yet. I haven't gotten the card yet, and I always like getting cards I haven't gotten. I could go into debt a little bit. So, oh, whoops. I don't have room for any more Jokers. But just in case there's one I want to get rid of. Ooh. This is rude. When the blind is selected, so whenever I start a round, destroy the joker to the right. Now you can move these cards around, so that's not really a problem. Destroy the joker to the right and permanently add double its sell value to this multiplier. So this is one of those hungry cards that consumes other cards. Now if I put this on the right, nothing would happen. And that is worth a lot, but oh. I want to see how it works. Okay, so first off, we're going to sell you. We're going to buy you. And we're going to put you to the right of you. And that way we'll get, okay, we'll get 8 multiplier on this card because that one's hard and but that's fine because I discovered it, so that was the fun of it. And I'm already in 7 in the hole, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. All right, I'm going to just select the small blind. So it just shanked that joker for real. The name of the card is Ceremonial Dagger. However, it's now got an 8 multiplier, so whatever hand I play, the chips are going to get multiplied by 8 no matter what. So it's nice. I think I got a flush up in here, which, oh no, I don't. All right, so, sorry, is that 1, 2, 3? No. So let's go with 2 pair. Because I have played 2 pair before, so I'll get an additional multiplier. So with the 2 pair, I'll get the chips. I will get an additional multiplier because I played it before, and then I'm going to get 8 to the multiplier. So it's not going to be a bad hand. It's not going to be great. It won't be a one and done. But it's going to be pretty good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go with the 2 pair again. And that is something that people who have started playing this game, not that there are like tons of Balatro strategies out there, but something that people have said is lean into playing the same hand and then making your jokers suit that strategy. So we're going to go ahead and play another 2 pair hand. And this should do it. Yep. So Cloud9 is an interesting joker. You earn $1 for each 9 in your full deck. Currently, my deck is... Hey, Ian. Currently, my deck has 4 9s in it, but you can always add more cards to your deck. You can definitely stack your deck. This one, again, not discovered. Add 1 multiplier for each empty joker slot. Joker stencil included, so I'm assuming that this card is included in that. So the question is, do I let... Okay, first off, we'll buy it. We're going to move you over here. And we'll move the 8-ball over here. Because we haven't really done anything with this 8 ball. And You're going to add double the sell value, so you're going to add 4 to your multiplier. Humph. Just and then we'll have an empty joker slot, so that'll add more to the multiplier. Okay. And since we're here, let's go ahead and add some playing cards to our deck. Okay, so we can have a 6 of hearts with a red seal. The red seal re-triggers the card 1 time, so it doubles its score. Or if it has any effects on it, it doubles that as well. 6 of diamonds plus 6 chips, but $3 if this card is held. Okay, so we'll add a 6 of diamonds. And then we'll go ahead and buy this one too, because we can. And then we're at the limit of our debt. Okay, creates a terror card when discarded. This card is glass, which means it has a 1 in 4 chance to destroy it, but it also re-triggers it, which really means that you're going to run that 1 in 4 chance each time. So we'll go with the Jack of Clubs. And move on. Okay, so we're going to choose the blind. The Ceremonial Dagger is going to chomp on our 8-ball. That's right, I said it. And add to the multiplier. Ooh. Okay, well, I see a full house off the bat. I also see a straight. What gives us more here? A full house gives us more, and we've had it before. So, boop, 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 boop. All right. So let me see if I do this math right. 52, 58 chips. We'll get 1 multiplier, some for that, and 12 for... Okay, so this should be a good hand. Yeah, we're on fire. Yes! 1 and done. There is an achievement for winning a round with 1 hand. There's also an achievement for getting 10,000 chips with 1 hand, which I've done before as well. That was very lucky. This Joker is hilarious. Oops. Yeah, we have to mouth. This Joker will... It constantly changes what it does because it's like a glitched Joker. It's very interesting to have in your deck. This one is interesting. All face cards become gold cards when played. Which is like, if you play the face card to turn it into a gold card is great, but then don't plan to play face cards because you have money at the end. If you hold on to the face card, you get money at the end of the round. So it's kind of interesting. I'm gonna leave it because I currently have a nice set of Jokers here. Also, I need money, so... Okay, so we'll go with the next round. And yeah, we'll see how far I go on this run, and then we'll see about switching over at a break, because yeah, it's fun, but I can't play this game all day. I can only play it in like short bits. Except the first day I got it after stream, where I definitely played it for a long time. Okie dokie. I've got a pair. I'm going to try discarding and seeing if I can get lucky. I did. Okay, I know it gives me 3 if it's held in the hand at the end of round, but I need you right now. I was going to say I need you tonight, but that's going to get in excess stuck in my head. I have played 2 pair before, so it's going to get a nice bit of... It's nice going to a bit of extra multiplier on it. And I think I'm going to get rid of this card. I'm not standing up right now, Apple Watch. I'm streaming. Okay, that gets us halfway there. If I can get one more Shush. If I can get one more... Oh, see, it teases me. It really does. Like, if I had an 8, that'd be lovely. I think we're going to do more discards here. And... Ooh. We love this. 2 pair. And we'll still get rid of you just in case, but I think this will do it. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Multiplier, multiplier, multiplier. Yes! Okay, so these are, that's another good joker to have. Face cards give 4 multiplier when scored. If you're leaning into face card hands, and again, when you buy cards, you can kind of stack your deck with face cards if you want. Let's see here. Tarot cards appear. Nah. Let's try a tarot card. Okay. The Magician turns 1 card into a lucky card. The Empress enhances 2 cards to multiplier cards. And the Devil enhances a card into a gold card. Let's turn our King of Clubs into... I don't know. I've been doing really well with the pairs, and I see a pair in front of me. I can clearly choose the pair in front of me, so I think I'll enhance these to multiplier cards. That's going to add 4 multiplier to each of them, so if I'm able to use them in a hand. 2,800 small blind. Or I could skip the blind and get $20. Oh, actually, I think I'll wait. Okay. All right. Let's try it. I'm not sure we're going to get through this one. But we are starting out strong with 2 pair. I realize now I tend to be more of a play what I can versus a discard person. But I'm using that extra card that doesn't count at the end in the hand to discard things. And we've been pushing the 2 pair hard, so we're getting a good multiplier from the 2 pair. Okay, so just shy of half. Ooh, again, the game tempts and taunts me. So I have a potential flush. I'm going to get rid of these 2. And if I get an... Okay, so I'll get rid of these 2. Okay, so now I have... This one's tough. I have a possible straight. Have I played a straight before? All throughout high school. Okay, not all throughout high school, but... Okay, this is tough because a straight will get me 30 base chips and a 4 modifier. But... if I play 2 pair, that's going to get me a 7 multiplier. Ooh, I think we'll give this one a shot. And I think I'll keep everything else. I could be making a mistake here. Do I have enough for a flush? I don't. So again, that strategy of keep leaning into a single hand and play it over and over again. Okay, so again, okay, yeah, we've got 2 pair here. So boom, 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 boom. So you're going down, son. Hey, seasonal breads, welcome on in. Oh, it is a good time for a break. Okay, so I'll take a break. I assumed that I would be defeated by now. But I said the nay, apparently. Okay. The Sun Tarot card converts 3 cards to hearts. Planet cards are nice because planet cards can boost the value. They can level up your hands, so they boost the value of this or that. Let's try some planet cards. Okay, so we definitely want to level up 2 pair because we've been finding those. So level up 2 pair, which adds a multiplier and it adds 20 chips to the value of it. And let's go ahead and buy another one. Have we used a straight? We haven't actually. These don't super help, so I'm gonna level up a pair. So that adds an additional multiplier and 15 chip. Okay. All right. Next round, and I think I want to skip the blind. Hey Tanya, good morning. I want to skip the blind to get a free Mega Buffoon pack. To get 2 more jokers. So okay, so this is actually going to get me a lot of jokers to choose from. I like this one. Business card. Played face cards have a 1 in 2 chance to give $2 when scored. This one is clever. These jokers that are dependent on poker hands are really good. So this one will give you an additional 50 chips if the hand played contains a pair. Okay, you're rare. I don't want you. But I will use you to fuel up my dagger. This one's called Seance. So if the poker hand is a straight flush, create a random spectral card. I will skip the rest because I like my current layout. Okay, we get to choose one more, but I suspect I'm not going to want anything else. Okay, gains 10 chips if the played hand contains a straight. Plus 10 if it's a flush. Okay, so we'll skip you. And you're worth $3, so you're gonna add 6 to your multiplier when I select the blind. Now, the flint is a hard boss blind because your chips and multipliers are halved. So, no, I don't want the game bar, Xbox or Windows, whatever. So everything in both those columns is going to get cut in half when we play hands. So this is going to suck. But we do have a big multiplier. I like big multipliers, and I cannot lie. Let's go with a pair. Sorry, 2 pair. Because we have been leaning heavily on the 2 pair this whole run. And I see no reason to stop now. We're also going to get rid of that 4 of spades. Oh, that's right. We can peek at our deck too. So you can, if you're really, really good with remembering things and planning things, you can peek at your deck to say, okay, how many of what do I have left? I'm not good at that, so that doesn't help me at all. Not one bit. Okay, I was hoping for a little more than that, but we do have another 2-pair hand. So the more 2-pair hands we play, the more this supernova multiplier is going to go up. So we're going to keep doing that. And now with a 3 and a 4, oh, okay, we'll keep that. We'll get rid of this 9. Okay, we're creeping up on ya. Okay, so now we have a potential strat here. We also have, ooh, we have a floosh. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Hey, Mandy, good morning. Oh no, it is available. Yeah, I think they had problems being in the stores, and then they just got their listings back up in stores. But we have a potential floosh. So, all right, let's play this event. Oh, we're so close. Okay. I see no reason not to. Okay, well, we're going to discard this jack because it creates a tarot card. So let's discard you. It enhances 2 cards to be bonus cards, meaning those cards give me extra chips. So, let's see here. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna enhance our aces. Okay, so these aces now. Okay, you're going down. You're going down now, clown. So I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a flush or 2 pair. Wait, stats like, is it stats for this run? No, okay. So the thing is, all right. A flush is 35 base chips with a 4 multiplier, and I'm going to get an additional 4. Or 2 pair is 40 chips. I'm going to go with the 2 pair. I think that's going to do me. Because, yeah, this is going to be a ton of chips, a ton of multiplier. I think I have 1 hand left. Or is this my last hand? I think this is okay. So we should be good with this one. Yes. Okay, that was a stunning victory. Thank you for my 5 monies. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I have no idea what this voucher card does. I think it does nothing, but I'm not sure. I'm willing to bet there must be another card you need to use with it, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I can still go into debt. Let's see if we can get another interesting joker. Okay, the Gluttonous Joker, cards with a club suit give +4 multiplier. And this is just a regular Joker. It just gives +4 all the time. This is one of the first Jokers you find in the game. And it just adds 4 multiplier to every hand. And it's nice. But I suspect I'm going to use you to feed my dagger. And we're gonna go to the next round. I'm absolutely gonna make a mess of myself right now. Oh, did the dots show? My donut has void sprinkles on it as well. Hold on, where's the cream filling side? Because that's going to be the mess part. Okay, we should be back from ad break, and I realize snacking with this right in my face is not a great idea because like those are all coming through. So, back to the game. Hey, Brick, good morning. Okay, we're going to keep going. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to keep going with a small blind. Because I suspect my time is coming soon where I am not going to be able to sustain this pace. However, the game is being kind to me by giving me a 2-pair right off the bat. So we're going to play that. 2-pair with an enhanced card. Okay, a 4,000 chip hand. I'm taking that. Okay, we will take the straight 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I do have a pair with the 3s, a potential flush, sorry, a potential floosh, but this 5 gives me additional multiplier. Hey, Dance Lover. Yeah, unusual stream times. Okay. Okay. Can I afford both of these? I can. Okay, so let's create 2 random tarot cards. Let's buy a joker. Use the joker to fuel my ceremonial dagger. Ooh, this one's tough. Okay, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to sell this card. I'm going to use this card because the Fool creates the last tarot or planet card used during this run. So it's going to create the Emperor again. And if I use it... Okay, so now we get the Moon and Temperance. Temperance gives the total sell value of all current jokers. Yes. That's, yes, gimme. And the Moon converts up to 3 selected cards to clubs. Okay, we can't use this yet, but we can use it. See, save these. Unless you get these in a pack, which you can't, then you have to use them. But save your tarot cards that convert cards to suits until you're in the middle of a run. Because that will come in handy. Okay, next round. Balrog, hello, welcome on in. I hope that you're doing well, Di. I am doing well, except the time change messed with me, so there's that. All right. I like having the foil tag on the Joker because that adds 50 chips no matter what, but I'm really gotten into like consuming my jokers, feeding them to my dagger. So 9,000 chips. Okie dokie. I can convert 3 selected cards to clubs, which I may do right now. Let's do you and you and you into clubs. And this is where you start to get a little bit more... This is where the cheat starts to come in. Hey, Storm. Welcome on in. My brain stopped because like I haven't seen that username in a long time, but I hope you're doing well. All right, 10, yeah, like now my deck has 2 10 of clubs in it because I've changed that. So yeah, so you can really start to affect things now. Apparently, oh that's right. I also have 2 6 of diamonds and 2 queen of clubs. Sorry, 2 jack of clubs. So yeah, all right. So we're playing another floosh. All the multipliers. Okay, that gets us a third of the way there. I see 2 pair. I also see another floosh. So I'm basically giving up on the 2 pair for the flush. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, goodness. This game is giving me... This is really giving me stuff here. All right. That's not another flush, but let's go with 2 pair. This is going to get me extra 30 chips. And possible if I can get a 5. Oh, yeah, that's not going to be so great left behind, but we'll see what happens. It is... Oh, yay. Okay. It is interesting. 4D poker is an interesting way to see it. So Balatro is a... It's not really poker. It is a roguelike game with poker elements, I would say. Do I still have a command for it? I do. So it's a deck builder roguelike. It does follow the rules of poker, but you have all of these modifiers to your hands that can radically change the score. And at the base point of it is you are playing against multiple blinds. So you're trying to get a certain number of chips each time. Your poker hands do make scores, so you can see what the scores are for each hand. So for instance, for a high card would score you 5 chips with 1 multiplier. So you won't get a whole lot for that. But it goes up and you're able to level these up. So you get more multipliers, more chips, and you are trying to defeat each round you're trying to defeat 3 blinds. Small, big, and then a boss blind. And each of them you need more chips to win. The boss blind in this one is actually kind of messed up because 1 in 7 cards get drawn face down is kind of rough. That's okay. That's going to be interesting. Hey, Rogan, welcome on in. I think they were, that's the thing is they were inspired by Luck Being Landlord to create this game. Okay. We get +3 multiplier for each Joker card. So this is always going to be 12. I am going to... I'm going to buy this. I'm going to consume my credit card. So I have a permanent 12 multiplier. I'm gonna, okay, that's not gonna give me much, but it's gonna be fine. And which means, I mean, I can still go into debt now, but I'm not gonna risk it because I don't know if the game doesn't want you in debt or not. So, I mean, it's probably fine, but we'll just go. Okay, so the wheel is the boss blind. This is probably where we're not gonna do so great. 1 in 7 cards get drawn face down. There are ways to kind of maybe figure out what those cards are, but sometimes you just have to guess. Okay, so the dagger takes out my debit card. So if I have something now, I should use it. Like, I'll take this flush. 8, 9, 10, jack, queen. First, sorry, not a flush, a straight. Oh, do I have a flush? I do not have a flush, so... we'll do this. And then 1 in 7 cards is going to be dealt face down, so we're going to see a face down card and not know what it is. Kinda. You may be able to guess what it is because we are sorting our cards by, you know, we're sorting our cards by rank or by suit. So you could maybe guess what it is. Okay, like, we're sorting them by rank, so whatever this card is, it's between a 3 and a 6. We don't know what it is, and sometimes the only way to find out is to just play it and see. Sometimes it can turn out well for you, sometimes not. But I don't trust it enough. So I'm going to discard these 2. I was hoping for an... Okay, you know what? That's fine. We're going to play a pair and just get rid of you. Oh, okay. I do that a lot. I discarded when I meant to not discard, but that's okay. That's fine. I do that a lot, and I need to stop. Okay, sorry. We're going to play a straight. But yeah, sadly, I keep hitting the discard when I mean to hit the play hand, so I have definitely stepped on my own foot before to do that. But okay, play the hand. Don't discard this. Play it. Don't discard this. Okay. Okay, so that's 4,000. Okay, and we have 2 pair here, which has been doing well for us. So I think we're gonna get rid of this face down. Well, again, we don't know what it is, but we'll see. It might be nothing. It is. It was a 4. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, we have... Oh, 1 hand in which to get 100 points. I am going to risk a lot for the biscuit. My risk paid off. Okay, so we're going to go with the flush. Actually, let's look at the higher scoring cards in the flush, so... Okay. I legit thought we'd be done before now, because I was like, I'm good at this game, but I'm not great at this game. So it must be the streaming luck. Okay, because I gave up my debit card, I can't afford anything. So we'll just move on to the next round. We have to get a score of 11,000 chips. And what's interesting is the boss blind here. Hey, Mer, welcome on in. The boss blind here, any cards played previously are debuffed. So what that means is their points, the card points are taken away. You can still use them for hands, but you won't get points for them. So that one's a little harder, but all right, let's just go for it. I'm gonna discard a bunch now. I'm feeling froggy. Okay, we'll take this 2 pair. Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, my bad. I almost always forget to check the straights, because we already know the straights are not okay, but I often forget to check them to be like, wait, can I get one of those out of here? Okay. Okay, for this one, we'll take that 2 pair. And there's really nothing else I want to get rid of. So let's go for that. And do we have another flush? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do. Okay. Now, what I find interesting is, and I'm sure there's a strategy I've not even cottoned onto, which is using tarot cards to essentially stack your deck with more of one suit. So, like, you can use tarot cards to turn cards into all one suit. So imagine just using a bunch of tarot cards that continually turn your cards into spades or clubs or hearts, and constantly doing flushes the entire run. I have been using the flush a lot. Also, speaking of, we're gonna buy the Fool. The Fool recreates the last tarot or planet card used. The last one we used was the Moon. The Moon converts cards to clubs. So we're gonna buy the Fool and save it for our next run. Hey, Maridu, welcome on in. I have... Oh, no. Wait, yes. Oh, wait. Once. I won a Wheel of Fortune once, and never again. Okay, we're going to select the big blind. We are rapidly getting ourselves deeper and deeper into trouble. Okay, I see... Now, this is interesting. I have a full house, but will it be better to do a full house or 2 pair? It'll actually be better to do 2 pair than a full house. That's interesting. Okay, that, nat. Is there a difference between discarding with the button versus while playing your hand? The discarding immediately, you have a limited number of discards. My finger's off screen. You have a limited number of discards, so you might want to save them for proper, but what I do is I sort of cheat with the discards by by throwing in a card I don't want anymore into a hand, even though I know it won't get scored. Okay, this one's really... All right, it's Jacks over Kings. Also, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not, okay, it's not straight. Hi, Fancy Melib. I already know that. The reason I know that is I've been using the moving thing because I need that dagger to be where it is. But I haven't been using it. I've not been doing the multiplier to the I read earlier on, like, try to move your multipliers here versus there, and frankly, it is the day of daylight saving time, so that's basically my brain right now. So, but yeah. Also, I did not ask, and I know that the tag may not be visible depending on how you're viewing Twitch, but there's a no backseating tag. So if you're going to ask if you want to share something, at least wait for the confirmation before sharing it, because it's like somebody watching you play over your shoulder, and that's no fun. Although technically, yes, everybody is watching me play over my shoulder, but, you know, it'd be like somebody reaching over while you're playing solitaire and pointing at a card, and it's like, I don't want that. Shauna, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Okay, so the full house is going to get me an additional 50 chips. Okay. I'm also starting to lose steam because I did not think that we would be going this long. Do I want to convert anything? No, I think... Actually, hold on a second. No, I don't want to use that now. Okay, play the hand. Gotta play the hand you were dealt. Okay, so we are halfway towards the blind. Oh wow, it's giving me a really interesting thing here. All right. I could do another... I could do a straight. Okay, let's see here. I think I'm going to go for a flush, but I'm going to create the flush because the fool will recreate the moon. The moon will let me convert 3 cards to clubs. Thusly, and that will give me my floosh. Okay, so the question is, can I get a 3,000 chip hand? I think we can? No, we don't. Oh, do I use a discard to try for something here? Because the flush has been doing well for me. I'm down to my last hand, so I should probably... Didn't super help me. Okay. So this may be the end of the road, y'all. Because I can't do math that fast. Yeah, I think it... Oh, wait. No. Whoo! Skating by skin of my teeth. Not really, but close. Okay. So at this point, the only reason for me to buy jokers is to feed them to my dagger. Which feels so... It feels so wrong. Now, what's interesting is I've been leaning into the 2 pair so much. I wish I had the spare trousers joker earlier. The blue joker is also really nice. +2 chips for each remaining card in the deck. So we're actually going to... We're going to buy that and move it here so it doesn't get eaten up. And that puts all my I think if I remember correctly, I want my chips... I want my chip bonuses on the left and my multipliers on the right. If I remember. Because multipliers don't stack, they increment. Which I also thought was like, I was like, oh, did they actually multiply times each other? They don't. They, and sadly, the Joker stencil now, because I'm going with 5 jokers, I'm losing that extra multiplier. I do get 1, so that's not bad. So the real question is, oh, I can't afford anything else. I don't have any money. Of course, I could sacrifice the Joker stencil to my dagger, but I think we'll be fine like this. Okay, so one more round. I keep saying because okay, yeah, this is going to be tougher. Any card played previously during this ante is debuffed. So if I, for instance, play the Queen of Clubs, it will get me 10 chips or 10 points. And then if I play the Queen of Clubs again, it's going to give me no points. So this is an interesting thing. I can probably squeak by. Oh, my bad. Any card I've played before this ante, ever. So, any of them. Well, crap snacks. Thankfully, I haven't been leaning into card abilities, but this is gonna really suck. So it's really saying, like, every card you've played before is now useless. You're welcome. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm also going to grab a tarot card with this. I'm going to just discard these cards. Because... Alright, the Fool... The Fool, once again, lets me use the moon to create clubs. So let's okay, we have a flush minus a 10. So let's do you, and you. And turn you into clubs. For a moment, I thought the card disappeared, like I did something wrong, and I'm like, what? Okay. So we're getting the best out of these cards. And this doesn't... The 10 won't give me any chips, but it does add to the flush. We also get 102... chips from that Joker. Oh my gosh, this is so gonna suck. Why did I do this to myself? Okay, so we can do another flush to keep adding to the multiplier, but we're not getting any points for these cards. So I said, yeah, this is gonna suck. Because I keep forgetting, the ante is the 3 blinds total. So that is all of the blinds, 4 of a kind, baby. That's all the blinds you've played. So it's not just cards you've used during playing the boss blind. It's cards you use in the small blind and the big blind. And I realized if I had understood that, I might have skipped both the small and the big and just gone right to the boss blind. Because yowza. We haven't had a 4 of a kind at all. I mean, it's worth a bit, so we're going to use it. Also, all these cards do score, so yay. I don't think I'm going to make it out of here alive, so I don't think that $3 is going to help me very much. I'm going to hold on to these other things because there's no reason not to. So let's go ahead and do that. 4 of a kind. We'll get the 102 chips, or yeah, 60. Yeah. Okay. Holy crap. All right. We are somehow still in this. Somehow. Okay. Okay, I thankfully have finally discovered these two. Well, I haven't discovered them. Does it count as discovered now? No, you have to actually, I think you actually have to buy the Joker to count it as discovered. Hey, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. I've also been very lax in thanking subs, so hold on a second. But yeah, you have to actually buy the Joker to have it count for discovered. And I'm trying to unlock everything, but as you do. But let's see here. Oh God, what do you call it now? It's getting sweaty. It's getting sweaty. Hey, Antique Raven, welcome on in. And yeah, thank you, Tanya, for the gift sub. Thank you, Guess Who I Be, for the Prime sub. Did I miss anybody else in that? Because my brain has definitely been focusing in on this game now. And it will... and Wireless and Prax. No, sorry, Prax yesterday, Wireless this morning. Thank you very much for your resubs. This game will... You don't even know what's happened, and all of a sudden you've been playing Balatro for an hour or more, and you're like, what is going on? So I'm going to have to leave these two Jokers behind. Again, the stone cards are interesting because they gain 50 chips. You have no rank or suit. However, there is a Joker. Hold on a second. If I can find it. I love the misprint. There's a Joker that scores every card played. And if you have that in your hand... Okay, no. This one. So if you can get the Splash Joker, every played card counts in the scoring. And if you have those stone cards, you can just play cards worth 50 chips along with your other hands, and it's great. I don't have that Joker, so... And it's a roguelike, so you can't really bank on getting a particular Joker. Ooh, chocolate-covered cherries. Nice. So, we will go to the next round. Okay, the small blind is 20,000 chips. The big blind is 30,000 chips. And the boss blind is all heart cards are debuffed. I'm not as worried about that. So let's go ahead and try the small blind. And I don't really know what the current strategy is for skipping blinds versus confronting blinds. So, okay, we can get another 2 pair out of this. I think that's our best bet right now. But we're rapidly running up against, like I should have been using some planet cards to do some to modify my hands even more. Okay, we can do 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't have a flush. Okay, so we'll do a straight. Close. We are close. Okay, we have a straight around the edge here. Y'all are good luck, and apparently losing an hour of sleep is also good luck. I was up too late watching anime because I missed 2 episodes of Cherry Magic, and I then watched those 2 episodes of Cherry Magic, and they were very good episodes. Very, very good episodes. Like payoff episodes, let's say. Okay. I cannot wait to hear what you think after you see the latest episode, Wireless, because, yeah. But I completely forgot that, oh, right. Okay, let's buy this voucher, because, well, let's see. Staying, playing cards, Jupiter. I've been using flushes, so let's do this. Let's buy this flush. So we're now increasing the points and the rank of our flush. We've been getting lucky with the flushes. And let's guy this because it's blue. I bought no cards at all. A foil stone card. The foil gives it plus 50 chips. The stone card is 50 chips, but it has no rank or suit, so I can't score it no matter what. Hate this for me. That's just mean. So we'll take the ace of clubs. It's a wild card, so it can be used as any suit, but we'll take the ace of clubs. It's rude. It's rude is what that is. Okay, let's open up another standard pack. I feel like I'm leaning heavily on... Yeah, I have like 24 clubs, so I'm going to add more. I like that I basically decimated my hearts by adding clubs. So I'm going to... I'm just going to stack my deck with clubs. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a foil modifier and there's a holographic modifier for jokers. So yeah, it's they knew what they were doing with that. It's like okay. So I immediately have 2 pair off the bat. I will say also the one thing that works against me is I tend to play fast and I don't always stop and think. So sometimes I will submit a hand and then realize, oh, I had a better hand. And unfortunately, this is not the reason that this game doesn't tell you that. You know, because a lot of poker games, a lot of like poker style video poker games will tell you, oh, by the way, you're sitting on like 3 of a kind or something. But this game, even though you may be sitting on 3 of a kind, you may not want to play 3 of a kind. You may want to just keep playing the one hand you've been playing the whole time. So I worry about throwing away a better hand. Actually, I'm actually gonna go 3 of a kind, and I'm gonna get rid of this 10 at the same time. Okay. Flush. Okay, we have one hand to do it in, and we can get another flush. I would not hate to have a tarot card, but let's see, one. No, we'll just do another flush. It's fine. Because this is what I get now for stacking the deck with clubs. Because I have so many clubs. It's like, okay, you're basically asking, I'm banking on getting a flush all the time. So let's go ahead and play that, and we will win this one and move on. Yeah, this is the farthest I've been, so y'all are good luck. I'm not going to stand up right now. Leave me alone. Today might just not be a fitness day for me because I have, I did not get up and go to the gym. I am tired. It's sunny and dry right now, so I may take a walk later, but I am just not feeling any of this Sunday at all. I'm glad I didn't plan on brunch because I definitely don't have the energy for brunch. Okay, this Joker gives you $3 for every discarded 8, but that will change every round. And this gives you $5 if the poker hand is a 3 of a kind. This also changes on the on every round. But yeah, to do: jog, oil change, karate, eat candy, ruminate. Because every Joker card has the word Joker on it. So, Joker. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, the I think it was a just before bedtime read of the developers of this, and he said, yeah, I went in to make sure that the word Joker appears on every Joker card. So yeah. Oh, do you have a charity thing coming up? Did I miss something? It's very possible I missed something. So I hope that you are not too exhausted TM to do it. And museum days will wear you out. There's between the walking, the distance, and the fact that you're filling your brain with one assumes new experiences, they can wear you out, especially if you're going to multiple ones. Let's go for a tarot card. All right, 3 selected cards to hearts. Or diamonds. Well, we'll probably go diamonds because... Okay, let's... okay, so let's see... Let's actually take my hearts. Arrgh, you betrayed Shiva. And, let's turn these into diamonds. So now I'm pushing clubs and diamonds in my deck. Yeah, so basically now spades and hearts are the least amount. So yeah. All right. Let's go to the next round. Okay, so all heart cards are debuffed, which is fine because I basically said, well, I only have 6 hearts in my deck. So whatever, buddy. Get down there. Hold on. Sometimes with the controller, it doesn't quite hit where you need to, but you have a certain cursor with the stick, so 40,000. Okay, I love this for me. I legit love this for me. All heart cards are debuffed. There's not a single heart in my hand because I have only made sure that there are 6 in my deck. Also, we're sitting on a 3 of a kind, and we're going to start with a straight. Unfortunately, I'm going to need to start making a whole lot more per hand, but that's okay. Okay, I could use... I'm going to discard... I'm going to discard this one, along with this one, to get a tarot card. Because I can still do a full house with the remaining aces and jacks. That gets me a tarot card, which is the High Priestess. The High Priestess creates up to 2 random planet cards. Okay. Okay, these don't really help me. I've only gotten 1 4 of a kind. It hasn't been great. Should probably take a break soon. And I've only gotten I've gotten a full house before. Oh wait, I have a full house right now. Mwahahaha. So let's go ahead and use that. Okay, so now I have choices. Because I have the option for a flush. I have, oh, thank you, because I'm on focus brain now. Ugh. Okay, so I have the option for a flush using these clubs and the jack. I could use these for 2 pair afterwards. Or I have an option for a full house. So let me look at my run info. Okay, I played 13 flushes, so I'm going to get more multipliers for that than the full house. So yeah, actually this is a better strategy, is to play this flush now, come back and play the 2 pair later. Or we could play a straight. I'm not making the joke again, but we could do that. Okay, this is math now, and I don't like math. Okay, so... Alright, so this is just going to give me 120 chips. Okay, sorry. 60, 71, 81, 91, 101, 111, 181, 181 times 5 times 20 times 28, 100, oh god. Games making you get out sheets of paper, now they're making me get out my calculator. Okay, 100. Okay, so that's times 20. Okay, plus. If I play a straight, I'll have 7. So that's plus. Okay. So if my math is right, yeah, we'll go ahead and give this one a try. I may be wrong on the math here. I was wrong on the math. I was off by about 3,000 chips because I was going 35, not 55, because I am not smart. Okay. All right, this is an easy one. We have stacked the deck with clubs, so we are going to go with a flush. I think this is my last hand, so I may not get this one. Yeah, this is my last hand. I was not thinking ahead. So I don't think we're going to do it. Missed it by 382 points. Okay. All right. All right. But this is the farthest that I have been. So I'll take it. Oh, we unlocked a Joker. Ooh, re-trigger all played face cards. So if you are going for, if you find this Joker and you're going for face card hands, this is the one you want because it will double all of those points. Okay. That was fun. That was nice. Okay, that was a fun run. That really was. Did we get more stuff? We have 69 Jokers. Nice. Okay, so we discovered Seance, Obelisk, Diet Cola, and a new tag, which is a free Joker pack. Okay.